friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how I can a real easy veggie soup using the leftover veggies in your freezer and a few fresh. We'll be right back. Okay friends, I am going to make a veggie soup, and I've got all kinds of leftover veggies, and I've got some fresh veggies, and I've also got some that were in my freezer. When I organized my freezer, I found a few extra bags and I want to use them up. So I thought, you know what better way than to can a nice pot of veggie soup. So here I've got 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I'm just going to throw them right in there. This is going to be so easy. Okay, and then I did a nice cut up 2 onions, 2 nice size onions. This is going to make a lot, and I'm going to need a bigger pot. I bet anything I will need a bigger pot, but we'll see. It's going to be like a thick soup, I'll tell you that. All right, and this one, I got some green beans. I picked these fresh yesterday and had them for dinner, and that was what was left over. Okay, so I threw them in there. I got a big thing of celery. That can go in there. And you know what? I'm going to cut right now, and I'm going to go get my big canner. Back, I needed it bigger. That wasn't going to do it, because this is going to be a hefty pot of soup. Okay, so with that, I've got potatoes here, and I'm just leaving them in the water because I'm going to use the water right in it. They're clean, they're cut, they're all diced up. And I'm going to pour them with their water right in there. And let's see. Let me throw these out so we know where I am. Piece of celery. All right, what have we got here? We got green beans here. I'm going to open these up. I have so many of these. Yes, these are frozen. Pour them right in there. Okay, I got a couple bags of corn here that I need to use up. I'm going to pour them in there. Another bag of corn. We're going to pour that in there. And I got some peas. We're going to dump them in there. What have I got here? I've got some more green beans. I like that. We'll just fling them in there. We'll fling them in there. All green beans. And oh, here's some more peas from my garden. And we'll throw them in there. Alright. Okay, so let me slide this aside, because you know what I don't have in there is carrots. And I want some carrots, so this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a few more peas in there too. These are my dehydrated carrots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, those are dehydrated, they'll perk up. So I'm going to put just 2 good handfuls in there for that whole pot, because it'll be enough. Then I've got my dehydrated peas here, and I'm going to put a nice good handful in there. There we go. Okay, we got that. So we've got carrots and corn and green beans and peas and onions and potatoes. Okay, I use a beef soup base, and it's a real nice beef soup base. But I got about, I need about 2/3 of a cup in here, at least. Maybe even a whole cup yet. We don't know how much I got going in there. But then I'm going to start filling it with water. I'll turn my burner on. see all them goodies in there? That is going to be wonderful when it gets going. Now I just want them covered. I'm going to put just a little more in there. Alright, that should be good. So with that, I'm just going to mix this around a little bit because I turned the burner on, and I'm just going to let this, I'm going to bring it up to a boil and just turn it down and let it simmer for about an hour before I put it in my jars, and that'll give me time to get my jars all ready for it. So, you can see how it looks. It looks wonderful. So when it's all ready to go in the jars, I'll bring it back and show you how I do it. Okay friends, I am back and my soup is ready to can. I don't think you can see it very well from there, but you'll see it when I put it in the jars. It's beautiful, but I got my jars in the oven, so I need to get them out of there. They are screaming hot because I am putting screaming hot food in them. So, I will show you two of them. Okay, we're going to put that on there. And I need to reach up above here because I need to put this a little bit closer to my canner. Those are hot. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to start filling these, and the jars are hot. There. And you're only going to want them about, you're going to want at least an inch of headspace. I do. That's how I do it. So there's the first one. Now, I'm going to take my, I got a piece of paper towel, and I'm just going to wipe that off. Now with these, you do not have to boil the lids anymore because they don't recommend it. So we're just going to take and put a lid on that. You don't have to, did I say the rings? You don't have to boil the lids anymore. Okay, now we're going to need this. And you just want this finger tight. That's it. And there you have it. That looks nice. Okay, now we'll do the second one here. Hang on, I gotta set these over here because these are screaming hot. Fill it with your veggies. I make sure I get a nice amount of broth in there with it, because you don't want your cans crammed full of vegetables and then you get down to the end and you got, you know, 3 quarts left of nothing but broth. So I do it both ways so I get an even amount. And I just leave it with about a 1-inch headspace. That's it. We're going to wipe the, these are hot, oh my goodness. We're going to wipe the rim off. I gotta open another box. I'm going to put our lid and our ring. Just fingertip tight. There you go. Well, that's finger tight. And that's it. Now I'm going to get the rest of these done. And then I'll show you when I get them all in a canner and get them ready to process. But, ooh, that's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Those are beautiful. How nice those look. All right, let me get the rest of these filled and I'll be back. Friends, my jars are all filled. So the next thing you're going to do is, well, of course I made my soup in my big canner, so I had to clean it up. Anyway, make sure you put your tray back in the bottom, your rack. Okay? I have to use a handle on these because these are still quite hot. And I'm going to put 7 of them. Mine will hold 7. Do your best not to bang them together. There's 3, and listen to me, I just did it. Sometimes you hit the edge, but just be careful. There's 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little shot of vinegar. That's about all I got left. Then I'm going to put about 2 inches of water up onto the jars. And usually it's going to be about a good 2 quarts of water. There we go. That's about what I put in there. Alright, now we're going to put our lid on there. You see, we're going to turn our burner on high. We're going to put our lid on. And my phone's ringing. That's alright. Okay, I got my lid put on. Now, I got this on high so it can heat. You can't see. I got this on high so it'll heat, and I'm going to keep it, I'm going to let it heat up until this little vent up here starts to spew. And I want that to spew for about 10 minutes. It's got to vent a steady stream of steam for 10 minutes. So, when that gets to that point, I'll be back and I'll show you. Okay, friends, this has been spewing for about 10 minutes now. So I'm going to stick my jiggler on there at 10 pounds. And when it starts to jiggle now, I'm going to time it for 60 minutes. Now I can't tell you about pints. Quarts take 60 minutes. Pints might take about 50. But don't quote me on it. Just look it up and make sure, because I very seldom do vegetable soup in pints, so I really don't remember. But quarts are going to take you 60 minutes. If you are using any meat in your quart, in your vegetable soup, if you're going to put any meat in there with it, you're going to need to pressure can them for 90 minutes. 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts. But with just plain vegetables, we're going to do 60 minutes. So when that's all done, I'll be back. Okay, friends, see that jiggling? We're going to time that now for 60 minutes. See how it stops? It spews and it stops? That's how it works. Alright, so in 60 minutes I'll be back and we'll show you how it all looks. Okay, friends, it is cooled down enough to take the jiggler off and open the lid. But pay attention, because when you open these lids, you need to open it away from you, because look at that steam. Look at that. That is screaming hot. And I'd sure hate to see anybody get burned. Anyway, so here we go. We'll see how these turned out. Our beautiful vegetable soup. Oh my goodness. Let me get a good grip on that. Take a look at that. That is simply gorgeous. Absolutely. So I'll take out my 7 jars. Look at how that turned out. Oh boy. Hopefully none of my jars are broke. I always worry about that, even though it only happens maybe once a season, and I pretty much already got my broken jar of tomatoes this year. These are gorgeous. Now I'm just going to let these sit right on my counter Probably until tomorrow morning because it's in the afternoon here now. And I'll let them sit there and cool. Here, let's have a good look at these. Those turned out beautiful. Absolutely. Look at them still bubbling in there. Just enough broth in each one, like half broth and half veggies. So, pretty good. That's going to be a good for my pantry for the winter. And then when you open them up, you can always add some burger or pork, any kind of meat. Beef, you can make a vegetable beef soup out of it if you'd like. Or you can just eat it the way it is. It's always good with a grilled cheese. Anyway, so there you have it, friends. That's how easy it is to can vegetable soup using what you got in the freezer that needs to be used up and maybe some extra from your garden. Fresh and frozen. It's wonderful. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.